Boom, here we are. All right. Going live in 10 minutes from Give Local York with Joe from Animal Advocates of South Central Pennsylvania. Boom. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? So listen, we're going to be on Give Local York here in a few minutes. I'm going live, with Joe and Animal Advocates of South Central Pennsylvania. Bam. Hey, madam. So we're going live in a few minutes from Give Local York. So the Facebook page, Give Local York. I'm going to be going live with Joe in a few minutes. So we're at the studio. Stop by the studio if you want. We're going to be producing a lot of shows. Do you? So we do Honey's Raid. Today's going to be Joe at Animal Advocates. What's up? So come on by the studio, guys. I really don't have time to stop and see a lot of people, but if you're interested in doing business with All Live Media, I pretty much am doing business all the time. So that's what I do. I love what I do. So this is what I do all the time, man. Swinging for the fences. Time is our currency, baby. There's the currency right there. Time. We're going to be doing a show here soon with Joe. We're going to be going from Give Local York. So if you haven't gone to that page, go to that Facebook page, Give Local York. Come on. And then, of course, All Live Media. So, yeah. Boom. Jerry Martinez, how are you? Joe's here now, I think. Let's see who's here. Let's see who's here. See, I told you they're going to be here soon. All right, so look, I'm going to show them around. I see some familiar people right here. Not really always bother anymore, guys. It's around. But, Jerry, what's up? I appreciate it. Look, I'm going to show them around. We'll see you in a few. All right? On Give Local York. Yeah, look, I play around. I will always be a kindred spirit. So I do my lives from everywhere, right? Never get locked in comfort. Always get locked in discomfort. There's one nugget starting the day. Boom.
Starting the day of life. Yeesh.
So I'm serious about what I do. So we're going to come over here, crack anyone that knows what looks easy is hard and what's hard is easy. Right? I'm a machine. It takes a lot of energy to do it. So just so you know, behind the scenes, I crank it out. I get it done. We're going to get serious and we're going to get quick. You come here, if you're about what you do, then I want you to share and invite everywhere you can. Yeah. And if you don't know how to share and invite, I'll show you how to share and invite. All right? So my time is super valuable. People pay me from $250 I'm already live on YouTube. So, I just have to set this up, but they're live on YouTube. So, as far as being mic'd, maybe I can just leave the mics in general, not mics, since we're gonna have a group. So we can either have everyone back there and we can all stand up, or we can rotate. How do you guys wanna do it?
Let's all go together because it's kind of awkward if we rotate around.
Well, it's not really awkward. There's nothing that happens here awkward. I make it all roll, right? So it's not awkward. It's how you guys want to do it. I want to make sure your message gets clear to people.
Okay.
Microphones get the message clear, so it's a lot better to use a microphone and rotate. But if y'all want to do the group thing, we can do the group thing. But as far as getting the message across, views go up when you're mic'd. Just a fact. So it's
Okay.
better that you guys can all be behind and someone can be mic'd, but I want to make sure we have a flow and a plan, because once we get on, we're on.
Yeah.
So we can either sit here, someone can sit here, and two people can be around it or not, and then the mic gets here, or you switch the mics. But I would advise someone to be mic'd up, or they won't hear you good, and then people are going to say, oh, I can't hear
Now,
my-"
if one of us has a mic, will the other two be heard?
Yeah, everyone will be heard, but the
Okay.
mic'd person, there's a reason there's a mic, because
Yeah.
they're better, people get
Okay.
mic'd up. So I advise to get mic'd. So that's up to you guys.
Okay, that's
How you
fine.
wanna do that?
I mean,
You want to be mic'd or?
sure.
And then once you guys get set up, I just have to roll the cameras and make sure we have enough room. If everyone needs water, there's waters. This is just about having fun, so
Oh
it
my
doesn't
gosh.
matter.
16 days.
I know, it's coming soon, right?
Believe it.
If anyone needs a bat, there's a bat, sledgehammers, everything's back
Oh,
there.
I might.
I know, I was just thinking.
Just in case.
You
Yeah.
never know.
I mean, if someone comes in that I don't like.
I don't think that'll happen.
Wait,
We
what
don't
else would
do
you-
any violence.
Oh, okay, yeah, we're
That's
a
to
bit
smash
violent.
fear and doubt. Alright, give local York. Alright, so, you all wanna type, who's good at typing? You wanna type in everyone's names, cause I'm not,
Oh,
so,
I don't
Are you
have
good?
much feeling in my fingertips, so I'm terrible.
my nails
Why?
are good, yours are worse.
what's going on? Ew, what?
Because I would remember when it was like negative 10 degrees outside. I ran for hours and hours in that.
And animal gets.
Oh.
Yeah, I can do
How
add
do you
animal
do that?
advocates. I can do the app
How do
part, I
you
just want you
add?
guys.
I get that.
Yeah, the app.
Yeah, you know
Things.
phone things better than me.
I've discovered the thumbs
I
up
recently
button.
just figured out how to tag a group.
Really?
Yeah.
I just want you guys to put your names, we'll grind it out. So,
Yeah.
you can do a lot of different things with that. Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn.
Mm.
Her name's not popping up though.
Well, she probably doesn't like the page. You should like this. The Give
Oh, I
Local
did
York.
like the page.
Yeah.
Oh, I probably liked it as the animal advocates.
That's
You can
not
just
good.
type her name in. That's fine. It doesn't
Okay.
have to be at.
The worst is when you try and tag someone and they don't show up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it-
Nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, that drives me.
And then you can search below it.
It'll be like my brother, and they're like, he won't pull him up. He's like, what? I don't want John
Yeah.
Schorkenberger over in Russia. I want John
I know, it brings people up that I've never met. How does that work?
Yeah, I
But it
don't-
won't
yeah,
bring up
that's
your
what I
friends
said.
first?
Yeah, I don't know.
I
It's
don't
weird.
know. I'm confused by that.
Run upstairs real quick.
So is there a baseball thing happening here? You have baseballs and bats?
No,
Oh.
you have to watch my shows and you kind of see how.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I watched one.
I use a lot of metaphors.
Okay.
Right. People want information, inspiration, and they want Kardashians. You have to get through to people in 15 to 30 seconds or you don't get their attention.
Okay.
People don't watch TV, right? So
Yes.
I got 30 years
I
of sales experience and being a top performer in everything I do.
Okay.
So I let people know, listen, let's get it clear that everything that's stopping you is you. Nothing else. No people. So I use these metaphors and I do a message every night called the 1% Show. And I've
Okay.
been doing it for 2 years. My daughters lost their mom to cancer, two of my daughters. So they asked me to make videos. So in 2016,
Mhm.
this was started in my garage, and now it's a media company.
Okay.
And that's because God fills in the gaps where there's a need.
Now, are
So
you
what-
from New York? Is that
No,
why?
I'm from Philadelphia. I'm not from New York.
Then why are you in York? Of all
Because this is where
places?
God put me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so this is my home. I have 4 kids, 2 businesses. I give donuts on Fridays to York. I run in York. I do a lot more for York than a lot of people that live in York.
Probably.
Yeah, so we're trying to get people to come out
Are iffy.
and be a part. But York is now a blended community.
Mm-hmm.
It's not Yorkers anymore. It's the human race.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. So, see, old white York brought in all these people like from El Salvador and the Mexicans and the Puerto Ricans and the blacks to pick their apples and to wash their stuff and work at their restaurants because they didn't want to work for that money. And so now York is multicultural. It's not the
Good.
York it was.
I'm glad.
Yeah, so, and anyone that's real will tell you that about York. Because when I came to York, it was definitely, if you weren't from York, you couldn't make things happen in York, but that's not the way it is now. So, are you from York?
I am.
My wife's from York.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I love it. Pennsylvania Dutchy.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I
It's
guess.
a beautiful place to raise a family.
I love York.
I mean, we have
a
a
lot of
beautiful
people
city.
say things about York like there's nothing to do, and I'm like, you're
There's
not
everything.
looking for it because there's everything. Yeah, it's
We're close to Baltimore, we're
saturated
close
with
to
awesome
Philly,
things. Yeah.
we're close to the mountains. I mean, we have everything right here.
Mhm.
I mean, I was out west, and I still would rather be in the Northeast.
We have a great park system. York
Yeah.
County parks are amazing.
Rail
That's
trail
true.
is epic.
That's true.
Ever
Yeah.
go to William Kane or Richard or Nixon Park?
I love
Then- oh,
Nixon.
yeah, awesome.
Those parks are, ever run in those, it's a lot of fun. Those are my favorite places to run.
I love York.
I hike, but I feel ya.
See, my kids love hiking. They go to all these parks around here and hike. We have
Okay.
great hiking trails around here.
Yeah, there
Amazing.
are.
You know, I drive my scooter. We get out to the park all the time. We go down these different lakes. We have beautiful lakes.
Okay.
Paddleboarding is awesome.
Paddleboarding. I did
Oh,
that
man,
once
it's
at
epic.
Show.
You can-
Where?
All these lakes back here, Lake
Yeah,
Red
really?
Lake, Pinchot,
You can
they're
do
so
it,
close.
Now, do you stand up to do that?
Well, you do, but you can sit too.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're awesome, and then you can hang out. Like we go as a group and hang out. You stand up or sit down. So
That's cool. All
yeah, they're fun. All right,
right. What do we
So-
want to do? Like, we don't have a plan.
you don't need to have a plan. We're gonna once I hit
Do
start,
you want us
we're gonna get on the
sit
mic.
there Instead of, I don't know.
There, you can stay in the chair, we'll stand behind you.
There you go.
Okay, I just want.
You'll be your bodyguards.
Because I think our fact we're all volunteering, and so many of us are so involved helps, and having us all out there
Mhm.
showing our support.
Yeah, and
yes.
It's gonna be awesome.
Okay. Please talk too. Like, I don't want to just.
Okay.
You don't have to worry about the talking. We'll have that all.
Okay, well.
You just
I
have to.
mean,
We're just gonna have fun.
I
I'll pull
thought
it
I
all
used
out
to
of
be
you.
a talker until I met some people recently.
No, you don't have to worry. When you do what you love, it's not about talking. It's just about telling people. We're gonna get deep and tell people why you guys do this, right?
Okay.
And we're gonna keep it real.
Okay,
So
cool.
this is my magic. This is what
Let's
I'm
do
built
it.
to do.
That sounds
So we're
awesome.
gonna have fun, and it's gonna get serious because we have 16 days to get pool money, right? And so if we're serious about helping animals, it's time to dig in
We're
and
pretty
get dirty.
serious.
I'm going to start sending you out.
Oh, really?
And Joe knows.
Okay.
Joe knows the deal.
Dude.
That's what
Do
I'm
you
gonna
want us
ask
to-
you.
All right, you guys, would you get set up?
I was gonna
Okay.
say.
Yeah, let's get set up. We're ready to rock and roll. Have your seat, move it any height you want, and then it's jam time. I'm coming right back in a second. What? Shane Train, bringing the heat, baby. And I will have some bats out, believe me. All right. So,
Should I put this on?
yeah, you need to have your mic on,
Yeah.
please. Mic it up.
Here, I'll
We
just
should
give
stand
that to
a little
you.
further up, John, so we can get picked up by
Should
the
I
mic.
move in?
Yes.
Albert, what does everyone call you?
Albert's fine. John's fine.
John?
I want to be on the same page because they'll be like, dude, Shane's tripping. There's no. So, John.
Whatever you want to call me is fine. You
Oh.
can call me.
Guy.
I was gonna say free hugs guy. Whatever you want to call me.
OBJ,
Free hugs
vegan
is
mac
here.
and cheese.
Yeah.
I like free hugs. I'm the Shane Train. Free
You're
hugs,
free
the
hugs.
Shane
I am
Train.
free hugs.
Oh, what about Madeline?
Yeah, hugs are epic.
Aw.
No,
People need hugs.
Yes, we
But
do.
she's cute.
Yes, she is.
Aw.
Oh,
She
baby.
bought a bunch of stuff from those things.
Oh, nice.
Like a
Good.
bunch.
That's
Oh,
good,
we're
'cause she's a
live.
bird,
Let
so
me get
she
back
needs
here.
stuff.
Oh man, you can see we got an army for animals, man. There ain't no playing. Ain't no playing. I said I was gonna have. I got the bet. We're fighting for animals, so that's serious business. We only have 16 days left. I'm just gonna fix my chair. I'm standing with the guys. I'm standing up. But we're standing up for animals. Let me get my mic on. I'm sitting there telling you about the
Totally.
mic. I don't have mine on. Come on, man. So let's see who's going to share and invite. Because, guys, welcome to Give Local York. Y'all know I'm the Shane Train, and we got the team. Let me introduce you to the animal team. So introduce yourselves.
My name's John.
Free hugs.
Free hugs. I'm on the board of directors for Animal Advocates.
You're on everywhere.
I'm everywhere.
Dude, it's everywhere, man. So go ahead.
But yeah, I'm on the board of directors for Animal Advocates of South Central Pennsylvania, and
I'm Joe Kirkner. I am also on the board for Animal Advocates of South Central Pennsylvania.
And I'm Adrienne Williams, and I'm the president and founder of the Animal Advocates.
Well, we are excited to have everybody here. I mean, listen, is this not energize the non-for-profit community or what? Because everyone's going to get to know you and what you do and why you do it. I tell
Awesome.
people, it's the people behind the sign, get to know them, right? They have a story. We're going to figure out why they're doing this. Because when you find out what your why is, how to do it, it will come to you. But you got to find out what you want to do. So when your $10 comes, may the 4th be with you.
That's right.
Yo, 16 days, it's coming up. It's going to come quick.
Crazy.
Look, and at the end of the day, I keep talking about the summit. Don't stop. You know, when you go for a climb, and I'm not that climber, but I have a friend that climbs mountains, and they stop halfway up the mountain when they're climbing. And they have to rest, they eat real quick.
Right.
And then they usually stay for an hour or something, maybe not even that, then they go to the summit. But half the team stays in the cabin because it's warm and comfortable, right? So at that night when they're setting up the tents after they climb the summit, everyone's like, wow, that's in the cabin. They always feel like, I wish I would have went. I wish I would have pushed myself a little bit harder.
Of course.
But the next day when they come down off the summit, everyone that stayed leaves. Because they don't want to hear all the stories, right? And I don't want that to be anybody. I'm serious, right? I don't want anyone on May 5th to say, you know what? All I hear in Newark, all I see on social media is about the 4th, the 4th, the 4th, the 4th, the 4th. I want you to all be a part for $10. You get in. You're learning about organizations where you can volunteer. Listen, you're going to die. And before you do, have a purpose in your, I'm a life insurance agent, so I see this.
Okay.
So it's okay. It's okay. But for real, listen to the things that we talk about, every one of us. We talked about nobody really wants, and we want to have these conversations. You know, animals are not being treated right. Your conversations aren't comfortable just like mine are, but they're real, they need to be.
Always.
So we need to find a way to talk about them and say, look, we need everyone's help to jump on board, right?
Exactly.
So what's going on? How long you been a part of this?
Well, we officially started in 2014.
I can show you how to share if you don't know how.
No, I see a share button. I'm
All right.
good.
So go
Okay.
ahead. Please.
So, as you know, the stage and sound engineer of Symphony, they're amazing nonprofit. They're turning 60 this year, so
Oh my gosh.
yeah, it's amazing. The kids are
That's
just
cool.
phenomenal musicians. I love them so much. I love being a part of that organization. I do that. I do free
You
hugs.
sounded Canadian when you said that. I'm like, babe, are we doing a hockey game? We're getting crushed by the Penguins.
Hey.
Big time. I'm like, wait, is he Canadian now? We're everywhere.
Aw, we
But,
love Canadians.
So yeah, I'm involved with that. I do free hugs. Obviously, I'm on the corner every Friday at 4 at the square. Me and Madeline do free hugs,
Yay.
Yeah.
which is fun. I've been doing that for almost 2 years now, so I'm involved with that. And I'm really very deeply involved with Give Local York because I'm going to be doing sound for LifePath as well. So I'm going to be helping out at Penn Market.
coming in here.
Yep, Peter Botros is going to be there, and it's Life Path at Penn Market, and that's going to be amazing. And then obviously I'll be down in front of Vault Video Games helping out with animal advocates and doing free hugs all at the same time. Plus, obviously, York Youth Symphony. So I'm really involved with this project.
Yeah. But why?
Because I love York City. I love what's going on in the community. I love all the awesome organizations that are involved with this. There are just so many great people out there.
You know, the thing is people, they're not businesses, government, and non-for-profits, really. You can call them that, right? But it's people that are interested in different things, right? Of people and money and all that comes is different ways. But here's a way, it's really, if you look at it, when you go to a job, most of you hate your job, right? You do. And when you go to non-for-profits, they love what they do. They're willing to do it for most of the time nothing because they volunteer to start off. And so you think about the spirit that's something you want to be a part of. That's something that will light your internal flame and give you a reason
Exactly.
to get up. And you'll be like, wow, right? So do your job and then do your volunteering. And I tell you what, it'll replace the series on TVs you're watching. If you replaced one show on TV with volunteering, seriously, 1 hour,
That's a great idea.
right? You
Yeah.
would see the difference in your body, the way
Oh, yeah.
you feel. I'm dead serious
No,
about
you're
this.
absolutely
So
right.
if you would take, even if you did this 1 week, one show a week, 1 hour, and you volunteer, figure out what you like. You have 200 to find out here. You can go through this and look at interviews, read articles, whatever, and find one out. I challenge you to do that. And this is volunteer month. And may the 4th be with you. I want you to be there on the 5th when we come off the summit.
Speaking of May the 4th be with you, Madeline.
Are we sharing?
I think so. So Madeline is
I
going to be
heard
dressed.
Invite your friends.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Madeline from Free Hugs is going to be dressed up as Darth Vader.
Oh, come on,
May the
man.
4th. So
Come
that's going to be
on.
awesome.
Yes.
Oh my
Where's
gosh.
your phone? I'll share your phone. I'll invite all your friends while
I
we're
think it
talking.
just got shared actually. So
And then I can invite
I'm
your friends. We
trying
gotta
to
invite your
share.
friends. I can show
I
you
don't
how
know,
to
did
do
I
this.
share?
You turn the phone.
So yeah, it's amazing. We're really deeply involved with this, and like I said, we love York City, and we want everyone to succeed.
And
in
it's
this.
your county.
It's
the
your
whole
county. Yeah, it's the whole county.
This helps from corner to corner in that county,
Yep.
right? And
Yep.
you know, we're talking about animals. You know, I've been in sales all my life, so I've gone in a lot of houses. And let's talk about the things that people, because you know, you'll see someone that likes animals that maybe has more animals than they can take care of.
Yeah.
And
Sure.
how do you approach a situation? Do you ever find out about those situations? And what are you all doing as an organization? Can we talk about that first?
Well, we focus on animals that are not in the home. I mean, we definitely do love cats, dogs, bunnies, birds, but we are focusing on the ones we eat, the ones we wear, the ones that are used in medical research, the ones that are used in circuses and zoos and sideshows. So,
Circuses, you know, that elephant can tear down. They're trained at a young age, and to not pull on it because they're put down in a post when they're young. And I use that example in my psychology because I'm into psychology, is that people don't realize that elephant, just like people, they don't realize what their capabilities are because they're taught at a young age,
oh,
and
their
that's
spirits are
ingrained in them.
broken.
So they could actually rip that whole tank down, but at a young
Totally.
age that's done to them, so they don't think they can. Their spirit's broken.
Totally.
So, you know, that's definitely, I'm 100% for that,
Yep.
you know. These things should be born to do what they're supposed to do.
Exactly. So we basically we promote compassion to all animals because most of us inherently love animals. We see an animal that needs help, we want to help them, and we see them not as things or commodities. We see them as individuals who have personalities, who are wonderful beings, and you know they need our help. And there's billions of them on this planet right now. I think 10 to every human that need our voice. And so that's what we're doing in South Central PA. We go out to events, we talk about what people can do to change their lives for animals, taking small steps. We promote veganism, but we also promote just taking whatever steps that you can in your life to speak up for animals. We also, obviously, like I said, love cats and dogs. We are,
Yeah, 'cause
doing-
they're animals.
of course,
Yeah,
yeah,
sure.
and most of us have them in our homes and care for them, and they're our
They're
companions.
still qualified.
Totally. I mean, I have 3 cats. They're the loves of my life. I mean,
But let's talk about, because a lot of people aren't aware, does that stuff happen in South Central Pennsylvania? And can you give us some examples of what you're talking about? You know?
okay, yeah, sure. I mean, do you want to?
Well, yeah, a lot like you were talking about the elephant, which is a great example because
Oh, yeah, we're getting serious. up in
Get
here.
wild here.
because everyone sees the elephant and says, you know what, that's not right. An elephant should not be sitting here in South Central PA under a tent, chained up, being God knows what to him when we're not looking. But that's the one you see. What we really try to focus on are the animals you don't see, where your bacon, where your beef, where your eggs, where your milk is coming from, where you have these farms where pigs are shoved into crates and forced to give birth and sit and hang out there for their whole lives, not being able to move so their legs wither away, they can't even stand up. We have places where cows are strung upside down, and just really graphic things that you don't see that's happening every single day going onto people's plates. So that's why we go out to events and give people literature, show them videos, have these conversations that are uncomfortable, no fun, but at the end of the day, they're conversations that you need to have to make sure that all animals everywhere, from
Yeah,
cats
well, let's
to
have it.
dogs
We
to
want to have it.
elephants.
We're always getting uncomfortable here. So yeah, we want to. You know, people should know. When I started the insurance business, I started in the farming industry, and now you have turned it down. Don't make it a big deal. I do that all the time.
That's both the best.
We have factory farming, right?
Oh, yeah.
Where you'll see 3-4 stories. Eggs that come out of the Midwest. I mean, they probably are here. You know, people don't know. You know, when they eat a white egg, a pretty white egg, what that egg's been through and the chicken's been through and the whole process,
Totally.
right?
Yeah.
And what not only the animal but the ground, the earth that's going to go. And you talk about animal, it's going to go to an animal in the bay.
Yes,
The
definitely.
chemicals and all the stuff, because it's about building that food product quickly, and it's a product and not an animal a lot of times. I'm not saying all, but I know what you're saying. I mean, you know, the food lots out in the Midwest, they just truck in food and truck out manure all day. I mean, bigger than the size of York.
Oh yeah.
And the people too who work in these factories a lot of times have all sorts of health issues going on too. It's not a healthy environment to go into,
Emotionally,
human or
too.
otherwise, emotionally, mentally. Just the fumes, the mental anguish of having to do this day after day after day. It's just, and then we all have all the statistics that I have right behind us in terms of the environment.
Yeah.
So this is pretty much the impact that just one person can make in 1 year going vegan. So you can save 350 animals plus or minus, 400,000 gallons of water. That's a lot of water, especially, you know, when we're having droughts and so forth. I mean, this is just one person. It's crazy. Almost 11,000 square feet of rainforest. I mean, it's basically being taken down so that we can grow soy and crops for livestock. Not for humans, for animals, so that we can in turn eat the animals. So also a lot of grain, and we can save a lot of CO2 that's going into our atmosphere. So just one person, you might think you can't make a huge difference because, you know,
So what
just
do you guys
your
eat for
decisions.
breakfast? Right? I'm bacon.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, right? I get my bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit, right? I buy local food. But look, I'm always, you know, here's the thing is, we need to blend fibers, right? I think people need to make progress. You know, listen, I help people in all areas, whatever they do in life, and I help you make progress, right? So progress, pushing the rock a little bit, right? Getting people to make a little change,
Yes.
right? Not many people are going to go boom like
Yes.
that, right? So when they volunteer, they try it out. So give them, what are some things people can do every day, people that aren't vegans yet, but that love animals and want to help make an impact and not go down the 100-yard line, but maybe want to take a step on the field? How can they, what are 5 things they can do to take a step on the field?
They can stop eating beef. If they're going to give up one type of meat, beef is the most inefficient, the most energy wasteful kind of meat you can eat. So just stop eating beef is one.
Oh, there's Meatless Mondays, which is I think it's one of the coolest things that has come out in the mainstream recently is Meatless Mondays, because that makes a huge impact. I mean, just one day a week, you know, is just huge. Obviously, we would prefer if you did it every
Yeah,
day.
but still, we love
But-
these tips, man. The only way you're going to get to the other side is by moving the rock one little bit, believe me.
Yeah,
Yep.
absolutely.
So Monday, boom, take a day, try it out, right? Yeah, beef, you know, let's cut the beef out. So, but listen, it's making progress, seeing how you feel.
Definitely.
You know, I mean, I don't want to get too deep into when it comes to the beef. They got uric acid. That's the urine in the body. You know, but you have to try different things. Be open to everything and closed to nothing.
I would say that's
right?
a great thing to do is have an open mind and an open heart.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people will just say, I've grown up in this area and I'm a meat and potatoes
Yeah, we
person."
were talking about Central Park, man. I mean, you're in the heart of it. Wow,
Yeah.
you got work to do. We need your help. Come on, yeah, yeah, no doubt. So what are some ways though to break tradition? So we have a couple ways. What would you suggest? Let's come
I
up with
would
some
say
everyday ideas.
Try things. Go to the grocery store instead of buying the cow milk. I would say try hemp, soy, oat, almond, any other type of milk. Just try it in your
And
cereal.
maybe we need to do some videos. Y'all do work with all Amy, and we can cook some food so people can see.
Like a vegan
Right?
hacks thing.
People want to see it, right?
Totally.
Here we have a food. Out of your thing, let's look in your cupboard. Let's add a couple things to the cupboard. Let's exchange a couple things. Let's move the rock for them.
Yeah.
Boom.
Just
Let's
little
give them
steps.
let's give them a
and you're going to
recipe
make
for
a
Monday.
huge decision to change.
Huh? We
it.
should build Monday first before
Yeah.
we do
Yep.
7 days. Let's build Monday. Huh? Boom.
I'm down.
Build Monday. Build Monday. Let's build Monday. Right? Get people to have daily habits one day, and then go from there.
Sure. I think that's a great idea.
Let's do it. Hustle,
Yeah.
hustle, baby. So what are some other things people can do? I think chili's a great way to take beef out.
Yeah,
Right?
absolutely.
A good way. I
absolutely.
think if it was me, I found chili would be a great way to start off.
A lot of people think that vegans eat salads and really bland food. We do not.
Obviously. We're eating pretty well, some of us. So.
I mean, basically, there are so many plants that are edible, and I mean, as far as the animals that we eat, there's only, 10 that people normally eat.
Yeah.
So that's very limiting, and I would say a vegan diet is not limiting at all. We eat so many diverse foods and flavors, spices. I mean, it's amazing. I have tried so many things since going vegan. I've been vegan for 4 years now, and my palate has changed. I love food, I love to cook, and I love to try new things. So I would say be open to trying things and actually do it. I mean, the first step is really changing your mindset and just saying to yourself, I'm going to try this and go for it. I mean, right?
Yeah.
That's what's blocking most people in general, is that they think they can't. So just try and do it.
I mean, and I tell people, look, if you're going to do it, right, also, a game plan is have a game plan, right? Why are you going to do it?
Mm-hmm.
What's your why? Find a why before, because if you do it just to say you did it, and it's not going to work, right?
That's
What change do you want to invoke in yourself?
Mm-hmm.
So if you say, look at some videos, go on Netflix, like my man Mark Duncan said, Mark, what is up? How are you, my friend? And go see the Netflix movie, What the Hell?
Yep.
Right? Watch it. Listen, when I watched Sick, whatever it was, I was like, wow, I mean, I changed my life, man. I want it to be. Now, listen, don't put yourself in perfect. Move the rock, right? So figure out ways that you can incorporate on a daily basis. If you want to do making Monday a day, then you start projecting and building Monday to live that kind of lifestyle. That gives you one day. So then when you go into the week, you get ready. Monday's the day I'm going to build this new project, right? My daily habits, because it is about your daily habits, right? And, maybe we'll get some videos going. They'll do some work with All I Need, and we'll start showing you how to create a diet and show you how to make it.
That'd be awesome.
So people can see real ways. What do I eat as a snack? Let's show you some snack foods, right? You're eating food that's not even meat, but it has meat products. It has preservatives. You can eat some real stuff. It'll give you the energy. It'll give you the health and the wealth you're looking for in the mind and the spirit. And it's all being your body, your mind, your spirit, your soul, all lined up in one. And when you do things that are important to you, then you walk around as someone that's a happy individual.
That's another great part about being vegan is everyone out there thinks animals should be treated right and live compassionately, not harm living beings, and the world should be a loving place full of happy, healthy organisms. But then when people go out there and they do things like eat meat, drink dairy, eat eggs, it goes against those values and creates internal conflict, and that's really hard to live with once you know what's going on. And that's the reason why so many people, I think, are unhappy, is that their everyday actions don't align with their inherent values. So when you become a vegan, you know what you're doing every day. At least you'll never be aligned perfectly with what you're all about, but you're getting ever closer to that person you want to be and the person you feel like you should be inside.
I totally agree. I don't think we're not perfect people by a long shot. We are human. A lot of people, say, oh, you're wearing leather shoes, or, you do this, you do that. Well, we're trying our best, and that's all we can do. So,
Yeah, and it doesn't even matter what other people say. What you
That's
want is
true.
you want to find the people that are looking. There's prospects and suspects. If people are looking for change and you're open, see, here's what I tell people. You know already if you're not happy, or you know if there's capabilities inside of you. You know if you're not living by your values. Listen, most people are not living by their values and they want to. You talk about taking care of animals, so you align it. You check this stuff out. If it lines up with you, you make Monday the day you start doing it. So don't talk about it. Start trying little things, right? And if you're not about it, then you move out and wait till you're open, right? Time and circumstances change everything. You might see something. If you watch you're already watching TV. Watch the Netflix thing, man. What the health?
Yeah.
Watch
absolutely.
that. Check it out. Are you even open to watching it, right? See, once you know, then you're like, oh man, I wish I didn't watch this because now I know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's in your head.
But your inside says, I'm glad I know this because now I can invoke the change.
Yep.
See, you won't make these changes if you don't find a reason why to make them.
Yeah.
So your values are why you do it. So check out, take a look. Don't go to Monday until you see the video because it's not going to do you any good. Because you have to line your values up. If you don't see the video, these videos are powerful. Sick, tired, and healthy or unhealthy. The one McDonald's one, I watched that, I was like, oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't been to McDonald's since. Believe it. No, because of that, right? You guys talk about factory food. They're putting out, they have to produce this high level of food. And then let's talk about this. Doug will tell you how much is wasted at the end. of all that process,
Mhm.
of all that stuff. At the end of all of that, right?
Yep.
How
Oh,
much
it's
is actually
disgusting.
It's
wasted?
awful. It's
Right?
really bad.
So where does that go? What does that do, right? So,
Yeah.
you know, when you put chemicals into stuff and do all that, it's not, you know, so just check it out, man. Check them out. They're very passionate about what they're doing. I love it. I love people that are into what they're doing. They're into it. How can they find out about it? Let's see if we can find your website. What can people do to give you money? And they should wait until the 4th, right? Let's give a big shout out real quick to Give Local York. Megan Hess, come on, man. You're bringing it home.
She's awesome.
Right?
I love her.
Oh, rocking it.
Man.
And yeah, thanks, Philip, for giving your wife to all this stuff. Appreciate you, because it takes a commitment of time and energy like no other. And so, and the York Federal Fellows Alumni Association, y'all are just kicking it, rocking it. We appreciate you. So on the first time ever, May the 4th be with you, Star Wars. I'm not a Star Wars dude, but yo, go for the Star Wars thing, man. May the 4th be with you. So right here, right, that's pretty cool that they made it the 4th. All the
Yeah, it's
things-
like great.
and here's the thing. I don't think anything is accidental. I believe that after all the things York's been through historically, just everything with our first responders coming through those dark days, that there's a time and everything rises up, right? Like you've seen our national parks go through fires, and then now you see this new beauty come up. And that's what Give Local York is all about, right? This is not a stopping point. This is a starting point. It takes 90% of the energy to start anything. If you start a motor, 90% of all your energy is in starting a motor in the beginning, and then once it runs, it runs.
Absolutely.
So this is going to run, but we need all hands on deck. Look, you might not be someone that can row the boat, but you might be able to sew some clothes for the people that are riding in the boat. You might not be the person that can sew the clothes, but you might be able to the person that can feed the people that are rowing the boat. And you might not be the person that can feed, clothe, or row the boat, but you can fix the boat. We need all hands on deck. Listen, I want the 4th to be with you. But if you don't join, it's not going to be with you. It takes effort on your part, right? Two things need to meet in the middle or close to it. That's how the equally yoked part of the energy works in the universe. And this is going to be something very special from every corner to York. So we're asking your help to please share, to please invite, put the $10 aside. You only have 16 days left. Listen, every day it's like, wow, 16. I remember when it was 20. 20 something, now it's
Yeah, this
16.
went really fast.
You know?
Really fast.
Yeah, I'm telling
Blown
you.
by.
Is it hard to come in here to do an interview?
I'm used to doing interviews.
no.
We didn't have a bunch of setup. I didn't tell you to prep anything, did I?
No.
Because we're talking about what you're doing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
When you love what you're doing, it's not hard. We will talk about it, and we're going to have fun letting people know, because they should meet the people behind it.
Yeah.
Right? And you have a great team of people. There's more than you guys, right?
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
my gosh.
We got a lot
So we
of
want to
us.
shout them out.
Yes, we do. We love our
Everyone.
volunteers and our board. I mean, these people are dedicated beyond belief.
Yeah.
So thank you, everybody. We appreciate you.
And if somebody wants to volunteer, what do they do?
Contact us.
Yeah, just contact us. Just email us.
Facebook,
Facebook.
email, go to the website, Animal Advocates South Central PA. We're all over the place. Reach out.
We're
Yeah.
all just a bunch of regular, normal people, so just talk to us like you would a regular, normal person.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Yeah, that's us.
Bam! Right
Bam.
there, baby. Let me put them up a little so you don't have to duck. Put it on top.
My big heads.
Oh.
Right there. Bam. They're the voice for the animals right there.
That's right.
Boom. So let's see what else. Do you guys have your website? So $25. Why don't you tell them what the money? I'll move this over and tell them what they can get for their money.
Sure.
And they save it for Give Locally
Oh.
.org because it stretches.
Yes.
Right. So don't
yes.
give it yet. Wait.
So
wait a little
please
bit
wait.
because we
16
want to
days.
stretch it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. The stretch pull. So
Yes.
What are they getting?
So, okay. So this is the breakdown. For $25, you can help us purchase recipe guides that we give out. At our outreach events, we hand everything out for free, and we are there to talk, to answer questions, to people even come up just to argue with us. But I mean, we're there to do that. So basically, that money will be spent to get our brochures and our information guides that we hand out for people.
No, you're good. Keep going. Sorry.
So we have this project. It's called the Jackson Street Cat Project. Basically, what we do, if you're familiar with TNR, we trap, neuter, and return cats on Jackson Street. And so far, we have helped out, I believe, around 40 cats. There are
Awesome.
still many cats. If they're kittens, we normally take them down to Animal Rescue Inc. Shout out to them because they're amazing. I think they are one of the organizations involved. But so basically, $50 will cover a cat getting either spayed or neutered, and they get shots, they get ear tipped, and then we take them back to Jackson Street where there are caretakers. So that's pretty cool.
Yes.
So we do help out cats. We love cats and dogs and all animals, of course. So $100 can pay for a booth at an event. So if you're familiar with these local events, there's always a cost associated with being there. Sometimes there's insurance needed, so we do need money to just be there and to, cover ourselves with insurance. So
that people can argue with it.
sometimes. I mean, it's a few and far between actually
Yeah,
now
it's pretty
because
rare.
a lot.
Because here's the thing is, people, if it gives people the opportunity that are desiring this, that want to find out about this. That's what they're for. People that want the information. Here it is. You have people that have been doing that and passionate, and you can get more information, and they're right here in New York.
Totally.
And the money stays in New York. That's what it's about. It's about fighting for York County.
Yes.
Every part, and they're fighting for the animals, right? That they don't believe should be on your plate. That's
Pretty much.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Yeah.
Let's not play around.
And
And that's okay that they believe that, and they have plenty of information. And so, if you're not feeling balanced and you want to check it out, these are opportunities to check
Yeah.
this stuff out, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And
Yeah.
don't waste anyone's time. There's people that want their information. I don't, man. I don't waste people's time. That's why I'm glad they're here, so you can get to know them, because they're doing a vital thing here.
Thank you.
Right? I love what they're doing, and it's the people behind it, man. They're passionate and they have great information. If you're open and want to find out about it, they'll help you with recipes. They'll help you figure out how to make your Monday start.
Indeed.
So what else can we do here?
So going down the line, so
You
something
kidding?
we did recently, we gave out 500 free lunches at Samantha's Free Market. Are you
Yes.
familiar?
No.
Okay.
Oh, Samantha, she's awesome.
She is awesome. We love her. We were just there. When was that? 3 weeks ago.
About 3 weeks
I'm
ago.
locked up in here all day.
Okay.
I don't even know what.
Well,
what
she
where.
does these free markets downtown, and everything is free.
Aw.
Like she has everything's donated. It's all very nicely organized, and we were there the last one. It was at what's that building? The
CrossFit.
Yeah, the
CrossFit.
CrossFit building. I had to think about it.
It was at CrossFit York. There were a lot of people. We gave out 500 free lunches. They included either a PB&J with a Lara bar and a clementine, or a chickpea salad sandwich.
Yum! Shout out to Samantha's Free Market. Yes, Doug Knight's on
Yes.
here. Come on,
That's my
Doug.
dude.
Oh, that's my dude.
So anyway, so the $250 can pay for those lunches if we do that again.
Yum!
And we would
Yeah.
love to do that again.
Yeah, let's get some lunches.
Yes,
man.
so they are-
I'm in on the peanut butter jelly.
I know you
Yeah.
are.
For sure. Is it grape and strawberry or grape? Grape
We
is
just
classic.
did great.
Yeah, we just did
That's
but
classic.
maybe,
Yeah, I
maybe
love
next
it.
time we'll mix it
I'm
up.
a grape guy. I love grape. So that's cool. Awesome.
All right, so $500. We are doing something new starting this
Nice.
Sunday, actually, and it's a vegan challenge. And $500 can support us doing another one. We have 23 participants. We are teamed up with Leg Up Farmers Market. That's where we're doing it.
Cheryl, Leg Up Farms,
love
come
them.
on, we love
Yeah.
them.
They're
They have
amazing.
been so great.
All intertwined, man.
Yep.
We
Awesome.
work with everybody and anyone who wants to work with us, and we are, right in the community too, all over York.
The whole county.
Yes, definitely. So hopefully we'll be doing another vegan challenge.
So what's that about? Let's tell us what it looks like.
So we have 23 participants. They're going to do a month of being vegan, and we will guide them through it. We're going to start with a class at Leg Up Farmers Market on Sunday. We're giving them a book that they're going to read throughout, and it's kind of divided by day, so you just read one section a day, and it's like 2 pages. It's really easy. And we're going to walk through the market with
Thanks,
a dietitian, and she's going to go over all the nutrients and all questions that people may have about going vegan. Anything
Nice.
at all. So then we're going to meet for 2 cooking classes at Leg Up Farmers Market. And throughout the month, we're sending emails. We're communicating in a Facebook group that's private for all the participants. So that's pretty cool. We're already starting to talk.
Don't be using a microwave either. So if you're vegan and you're using a microwave, let me tell you how it works. You're destroying your food.
Yeah.
So if you're microwaving your vegan food, you're actually you're going back around. Look it up, so you'll see it destroys the atoms, the molecules of the food. So kind of give you a little punch in the belly. Cast iron pans.
Get an air fryer.
Yeah.
Yes.
Air fryer or cast iron pans. I use cast iron.
Okay,
I gotta
cool.
get an air fryer. I
Yeah.
have a steamer.
Okay.
Yeah, so air fryer, that's what I need. Is an air
Yeah.
fryer. I
I
got the
just eat it
steamer.
raw.
Raw. So let's talk about raw, but we'll finish after that.
Okay.
Um,
So the last thing on the list of the vegan challenge is we're actually going to an animal sanctuary, another nonprofit, Whispering Rise
Yes.
Farm and Animal Sanctuary. It's in Freeland, Maryland, so it's right over
hey,
the line.
Troy.
So
Over.
it's
So-
going to be a great challenge.
Awesome.
We're gonna see how everybody morphs into, if they go vegan, if they don't. I mean, basically we're here to help. So that's what we're doing for that challenge.
Can we be a part of this great group if we don't live there? So we have a global community.
Mhm.
Can they be a part? Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
We want to expand that, man, with the origins of the root
Of
of
course.
York.
Mhm.
So yes, we would love it. Cheryl, you're awesome. So message the team
Yes.
here.
Reach out.
And I think their names are in, unless they didn't like the page, Give Local York. But I think otherwise their names are tagged in the header.
Yeah.
What are you as? Free hugs, Albert? John?
Albert Orton Bjorken is my tag in this live feed.
He likes spelling. But they're tagged. You can message them. Joe's
Yep.
tagged.
Yep.
Albert's tagged. Are you tagged?
I'm not tagged. I'll be
Alright.
tagged. I'm tagged as the animal advocates because I'm the one who will respond to your message.
Boom!
There you go.
Come on,
There
bring
you
the
go.
heat. So yes, they would love to. Free hugs. Yup,
Yeah.
free hugs right here. GiveLocalYork.org. Yeah, let me touch on that real quick, and then we're gonna finish on this.
Okay. Yep.
Master Interruptus. I love people that interrupt. We're all so enthusiastic. But Megan, York Federal Fellows Alumni Association, on May the 4th, our community is going to be transformed into a community-wide celebration of generosity that benefits hundreds of nonprofit organizations serving York County, the whole county. Every dollar at GiveLocalYork.org is going to be stretched and amplified by money and prizes. So giving local goes further than ever before. So on the first Friday, activities, dine outs, flash mobs, and more, Give Local York is going to unite the over 200 organizations with our county for 24 hours as a deeply engaging celebration of good work in York County, man. We need all hands on deck. So how it works is go to your device, get ready, make sure you got givelocal.org on there, right? So at 11:59 you're ready to get on there because the prizes begin. There's hourly specials for all the way through, man. We're happy hour morning, first one, last one. I mean, it's going to be crazy. And they're all going to compete for a percentage of the pool. So Animal Advocates gets half the money, they get half the pool, right? If they raise half the money. So, the stretch works just like that. It's a percentage. So, and also you're going to be able to win gifts that you can give to your organization. So we need all hands on deck. You don't have to worry about that, man. I do it all the time. So you don't have to worry. But if anyone wants to give me their phone to share, I've been sharing on my phone. My phone's beat up because this is important. Dave, Madeline, guys, Sam, we appreciate you.
That's Sam. That's our Sam, Samantha.
Oh, cool.
So, this is what All Live Media. Let me just do a real quick thing. All Live Media, whatever you do, All Live Media Live brings the boom to it, right? Because you really get to know the people with the energy that's necessary to be like, come on, man, jump on board and find out if this is your flavor. If it's not, that's cool. There's 200 flavors out there, and they most all work together. Find one, but be a part of it.
I
I'm
agree,
serious.
yeah.
Take an hour a week off your TV that's not giving you anything, right? You're just positioning this life that you want to have when you can actually have it by getting off your TV, go in the community, volunteer somewhere. I'm saying right here, Animal Advocates of South Central Pennsylvania, great opportunity. Maybe you're a chef out there. They need a chef, and you can cook. I mean, there's always expansion. Be open to everything and closed to nothing. How cool would it be if they had a chef that came in and you would help them present the day, what you put on the plate, what the people eat? They're going to be like, yeah, man, right? Because that's what they want, some flavor that feels good, tastes good. And the
Totally.
more wholesome it is, the more flavors that come out of the food. So, but anyone volunteer. Come on.
Yeah, we're looking for more volunteers, always.
Right.
And we always have a great time too.
Yeah.
You might be a computer geek, man, and they need some geeking on the back,
Oh
right?
yeah, we're always looking for nerds.
Right?
Yeah, we
I'm
have
always
a
looking
few.
for there too, love. But yeah, they're open, right? If you're open, find out. People can't read people's minds. Message them, right? It's okay if they say no, we can't use that. Maybe there's another organization. I doubt that's going to happen, but message them. So what else do we have? Do we clear the list?
Okay, so we have one more thing on the list. For $1,000, we can purchase 2,000 copies of our vegan guide for South Central PA. It's something that we put together. It's a comprehensive guide for basically this area and how you can go vegan, shopping, clothing,
Jacob's on there.
everything.
He said Jacob's
Oh!
on.
Hey.
Hey Jake. Yeah, he's our vice president, so
Awesome.
you're cool. But yeah, so we get those printed locally at Reen Printers. We love to use local businesses, always. So that's what the money can do for us.
And there's some really good recipes in that book too. Vegan mac and cheese.
Yeah, there's lots
My
of good
recipe.
stuff. It's actually, you can also download it on our website for free if you'd like, but we like to print physical copies to give out to people too.
So I want to get back to Cheryl. She is. Will you get back
Oh,
to her?
sure.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
All right. So.
We'll reach out to you, Cheryl.
And listen, one of the things I've learned in my journey, right, because I've been out there for a long time, and I've been resisted by a lot of people, right? And so I would give you all something is if someone resisted, I would just, and it's hard not to because you're compassionate, but if you understand they're not for you, so your energy is better for people that are for you, let that thing rest
Oh, yeah.
and let it go. Don't even take them. I would be the guy, right? And sometimes I still do give the finger when I'm running under and someone gets in front of me, but I try not to be, right? Because our energy is used where people want us,
Yeah.
right? So, and it's hard, right? Because I see comments I'm on all the time, but I've learned to see through those, right?
That's
And
good.
then I don't even respond, so there's nothing, right? When something doesn't get a response, there's no engagement. It
Right.
goes away,
That's true.
right?
That's true.
So, or let it be shown for what it really is. And then, and if you don't engage in it, then it doesn't matter,
That's
true.
true.
right? Because you're just doing your thing, and there's not everyone in the world. See, they think you're trying to get everyone to believe in it. No, you're trying to get the people that want to believe in it the information so they can change their life.
True.
Right? It's a simple mission. They're not here to say, come on, you. But for the people that have that feeling in them, they're like, I'm not feeling as healthy as I do.
Yeah.
I'm not feeling good about this. I feel like I'm not balanced with my values. When you live by your values, you just live differently. You live fuller.
We also like to say that we plant seeds, so even if someone may disagree with us or, is resistant, at least we had a conversation, maybe they'll remember it, and, it'll be good.
And the best
sometime.
impression, right? And we're not all, listen, you're not 100% all the time, right? You
Yeah.
get tired and angry, someone comes up and you're like, boom. But that's okay. Give yourself a break. I do it, right? Because we wear many faces. A lot of people don't talk about this, but we wear many faces. If I see you when you went through something with your family or health, you would be a different person.
Yeah.
You're not going to have tolerance. If I see you at the end of the day and you haven't eaten yet, seriously, you're going to be a different person.
Oh, yes.
If I see you and you're late for someone's funeral and someone's sick in the hospital and you're running, I'm going to see a different person. People, you need to understand that, right?
Yeah.
We are different people every day, right? We're the different person than we were when we were 21, than we were when we were 5, when we were 30. But don't worry. Do not worrying about someone else. Just take care of you. This is an values lineup. You might eat some chili and say, nah, I like the beef. Yo, that's on you. But you now tried it. I'm more open to that person that said, I tried it and then like it. You tried it, right? Because if everyone tries it, then you'll know.
Exactly.
That's
exactly.
it. Try. Be open to everything and closed to nothing. Right? So that's all I got to say.
Sounds good.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
I like it too. That's good. Did you want to talk about the?
Yeah, Joe, you've been quiet. Come on, Joe. Joe's been over there quiet. He's already,
I already had my.
Yo, Joe's my running. This guy is a machine out there running. You see Joe running, honk your horn, man. And look, be careful of the runners out there.
Oh my gosh.
He runs for hours, dude. I love it.
Yeah. So.
You want to talk about the raw?
How'd you get into this? How long have you been part of Animal Advocates?
Well, I've been vegan for 4 years.
So what got you to be vegan? I'm gonna ask all of you what
sure.
got you to be vegan. So do you remember the day? Do you remember what happened? Can you tell us like the transition to be vegan, what it was?
Well, one of the first reasons I became vegan was in college. I got bored of just eating chicken and beef and all that all day, so I started eating all the weird kind of stuff in the corners that they gave all the vegans. So that was pretty cool. I kind of liked it. And then I had a very debilitating adventure at the end of my college graduation that left me in a kind of like physical state that I didn't want to be in. So I decided that I would try and treat my body right and see if I became a vegan, what would happen to it. I felt great, and then I did some more research, and I found out all the ethical sides and the maltreatment of animals, and that really kept me going for all these years. And since I've been feeling great, thinking great, I've just been keeping it up.
Nice, nice. So right there's. Now let's. What's your story? How long
Oh,
have you been?
jeez.
How long have you been vegan?
Okay, so I've been vegan for, it'll be 11 years in May 25th.
All right. So do you
So-
remember?
Oh, I remember that day perfectly.
All right. So let's talk about that. And were you feeling any certain ways up to it? And then tell us about that. please.
Okay, so I was meat free since I was 15 or 16, somewhere around there. So this is 20 years of not eating any meat. And well, over 20 years of not eating meat.
Still alive.
And I'm still alive. But I was just tired of getting sick all the time from eating dairy, and I was just like, man, I gotta do something better. And yeah, I just had some inspiration from some people that were vegan, and they gave me some helpful tips, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna try this. And as soon as I did, it was like immediately, my stomach felt better, I had more energy, I lost weight, I felt so much better about myself, and just, you know, it's just such a good feeling, you know.
Well, you definitely have a lot of energy. 'cause
Oh
you're
yeah,
everywhere.
because I don't sleep, because
I mean,
I'm always out doing stuff. It's
everywhere.
crazy. We know.
So what do you eat for breakfast?
Well, I'm not really much of a breakfast person, but when I do,
I'm a huge breakfast guy. I love it. Maybe I eat breakfast here.
I'm more into like doing like tofu scramble, or like I make my own pancakes from scratch, or something quick. I'll eat some fruit or something. But yeah, usually I don't really have time to. So I'm always on the go. But when I do, that's what I usually would do.
Yeah.
Like make pancakes or something like that.
All right.
you
So
know,
what's your
typically.
vegan story?
Yeah, go
All
for
right.
it.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what I had for breakfast today. Okay, I have toast. That sounds really boring. I love toast.
Toast is the best.
I don't know what it is about the smell of toast, but I love it. Okay, that was weird. But my favorite breakfast though is pancakes, and Bisquick, the mix, is
It's
vegan.
vegan.
So if you,
Mhm.
it is.
I'm
So
terrible.
if you just add
Wow.
an egg replacer, normally I use applesauce, an easy egg
Yep.
replacer, and almond milk. There you go, vegan pancakes.
There you go.
Weird.
So applesauce.
Yeah.
Yep, instead of eggs. So just makes it light and fluffy and yummy. So how I went
But-
vegan.
Budget Reynolds, Travis from South Carolina, you're awesome. Peter Botros, Sean,
That's my
you're
dude.
awesome. Brad Wilson, Robert Swade, Arius, how are you? Cheryl, Arius, Wicked Stickers.
Aw, hi,
They get us our
everybody.
cups. This cup turns to all I
Oh, I
need.
see it.
That's
Imagine
awesome.
if it said Animal Advocates. It sounds
Oh,
like
that'd be really
Listen,
cool.
here's the deal, right? This is what I tell people. Arius always takes care of it. Is this will be the cup that everyone has on their thing
Mm-hmm.
because this is the coolest.
It is
So
the
all the
coolest.
other mugs go to the back or
That's
giving
true.
away. Yo, fact right there. So, you know.
All
So
right.
let's talk about it.
So my vegan story. I was actually at a wedding that was catered by a barbecue.
Oh, Steve said we need more hugs.
Oh,
Yeah, I
okay.
gave the hug. All right, so go ahead.
Okay. Random hug.
Well,
so,
Steve asked for it. So
okay.
Oh, that's my dude.
Cool, Steve.
Yeah.
He likes hugs. That's
yeah, Budget
good.
Reynolds in York. They do a lot.
Okay.
So.
Cool.
All right, so the
So
wedding.
I was at a wedding. It was catered by a barbecue joint. I don't know, Maryland somewhere. And there was this girl who was standing. She was just drinking a cocktail, and I went up and asked her why she wasn't eating. I'm kind of nosy. So I went over and started a conversation, and she said she was vegan. I had no idea what that meant. We started talking, and the next day I stopped eating meat. And then over the course of the next few weeks, I tried different vegan things. And it was about a month until I went full vegan. But it was that one conversation. And it opened my eyes. I realized that I've always said I'm an animal lover. And I still eat them. Right before I talked to her, I ate a turkey sandwich. And I felt disgusted by myself. And I was so sad. And I realized I could change. So that was it.
Oh.
So, I mean, That's not like too crazy, but I mean, it's simple conversations, and that's why we do what we do.
But you know what? Everyone had that feeling in them is what I'm getting at, right? They all had something happen where they had this exchange, and that might be you now. You might be getting that feeling where you're like, right? Like Cheryl's getting, right? So you just check it out, right?
Yeah.
That's all it is. Check it out, right? We'll get you some recipes. You know, they'll get a cook. We'll do a little cooking thing, vegan cooking. So
That'd
they
be cool.
make vegan.
Yeah.
How cool would that be? Eating awesome stuff, and they see the stuff around.
I do have a cooking show with Tim K. It's called Vegan Quest.
That's
and
true.
we do have episodes on YouTube. Just veganquest.tv if you want to check out some of the stuff. My mac and cheese is on there. There's all kinds of great stuff. New episodes are coming
They
up
want to
soon.
see us cooking with the Shane.
I know.
They want to see cooking with the Shane.
We should do
They
that
want to
too,
see,
definitely.
yo, boom, you know?
Yeah,
they
let's
want to
do
see
that.
that. What? Come on, let's try
do it. Let's do it.
Yeah. So, guys, we love you 100%. We love people that are passionate. You know, listen, we're going to interview as many non-for-profits that come down to the studio before the 4th, and you get a chance to get to know them, right? On a one-on-one basis, right here, you got to know them. Awesome. And you're gonna see similar people in many of the different, because these are people that found out that the giving is what fills the tank inside. And at the end of the day, guys, you buy the car, you get the job, you get the house, you wear the clothes, you listen to the music, you watch TV, all that's for one thing. We chase happiness. That's all. Everything is based on one thing, to be happy. And you're never going to get it by any of that until you fill the inside. And the only way you fill the inside is by emptying out what's in there.
Totally.
And that's the trick.
I agree.
So you have to figure out what is it that you want to fill outside, and then it will subsequently fill your inside. And this might be that thing. You got to check it out to try it. So check it out. See if this is going to fill you. And we love you. We appreciate you. I'm going to take it off. You can hold the mic for a second.
Sure.
Sounds
Y'all can
good.
throw it down while
Can
I
I
shut
shout
down the
out
cameras.
to Harvest Veg Fest?
Ah,
Well,
yes.
you guys take a second. I'm gonna
Okay.
shut this down. I want you to shout at everyone. Joe, get over there. Y'all have the whole
Sure.
deal, Joe. Run that
So
show.
September 22nd, we are organizing a Veg Fest in New York at House. So it's community oriented. It's York County. Come out. It's for everybody.
It's very
It's going to
family
be
friendly.
really fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. Gonna be live, all kinds of stuff.
Pie eating contest.
Pie eating for lots of vendors.
Yes.
It's gonna be great.
We're looking for vendors right now. If anyone wants to sign up, go to our website, harvestvegfestyork.com.
Yeah.
So there you go.
So what would you guys say? How was your experience at All Live Media today?
This is fun.
It was good. Yeah,
Really cool.
I loved it.
Were you comfortable?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Joe's been here. Joe's got his own seat now.
Joe's a pro.
Joe's a pro. Call the pro. Call Joe. Y'all are great, though. You know what?
Thank
If
you.
people get to see, it's humans that love what they're into. There's a reason. It's their values and they're living by. So if you want to check them out, message them. Later, homies. May the 4th be with you, homegirls. All right, there we go.
Girls.
Fun girls.
Well, we said homeboys first. I got 3 daughters, my wife. I'm representing homegirls, too.
okay.
I'm not just doing the homeboy thing.
Yeah, represent those
All right.
girls.
Yeah,
Oh
girls
my
are the
gosh.
ones that usually have the power behind all this.
That's true.
Believe me, they've all been in here,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
You know, they're the ones that are like, here, what do you need to do to share my stuff, right? That's the Girl Scouts, the Hannah Beard from the SPCA. She's like, share
Oh, yeah,
anything
she's
you want.
great.
Oh, beast. You guys did a great job, man.
Thank
It was
you.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
Awesome.
I'm saying.
So now you can share it out. You can put it on your
Okay,
page.
I liked the page while we were sitting
Thank you.
here.
Awesome. You guys did great. That was awesome.
Cool.
You know, and I think you guys are giving. People get so extreme, and what I tell people, I'm a coach to people, is just let people taste it, man. That whole Monday thing's a great idea.
Yeah,
Things on
totally.
a Monday,
Yeah.
and getting people to slowly get into it,
Yep.
get to see if they flavor it,
Yeah.
and the videos and the stuff. They can get their values down by getting aligned. That's why you guys did it.
Yeah.
Aligned up with your values.
We're around because we are trying to promote that normal people can be vegan and not be in your face and not be hateful.
Right.
Yeah, well,
So-
because we're all one community, not everyone has to, right? And that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. You guys realize it, and that's great. And that's what we need to show in our community.
Mhm.
That whatever's outside, look,
Yeah.
Totally.
we got people that are into different religions that aren't like what you see outside, right?
Yeah.
So,
We
and
should have
that's
had vegan guides with us in here.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Next
Yeah, we like us looking at all the people in our group, and it's just normal, crazy, weird people. It shows like vegans aren't just like
Yeah,
not
we're
a
extreme.
demographic.
Yeah.
We're very diverse, and we're like you said, we're not extremists or anything like that. We're
No.
just regular people.
And the news makes them make you like that.